This is the QUBT multi-year reading for the years 2020 through 2029. Currently, it's March 15th, 2025, 12:17 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're new to the channel, one of the main components of the system of ESO meta-analysis is we have standardized time frames for the reading. So we do the time periods of 2020 to 2029, 2030 to 2039, 2040 to 2049, right? So even if it's like the middle of that time frame, we're still going to do a reading for the whole time frame because it gives us the highs and the lows for the multi-year period. What's cool about doing a reading that's partially already passed is that we can actually cross-reference the reading against what the chart behavior that's actually transpired to get a good idea of the accuracy of the reading. And occasionally you'll be like, oh, let's scrap this reading and do another one because this one's off. Sometimes that happens. Most of the time we're on point. So with that said, QUBT at the time of this reading is $7.09 USD, and the shuffle video for the multi-year reading was created on December 24th, 2024 at 9:32 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's important that you guys understand what we'll go over here is the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the year, for the multi-year period. We'll give you chart behavior around the highest high, chart behavior around the lowest low, and then we'll give you week by week chart, we'll give you year by year chart behavior. It's a sequence of chart events by the year. But it's important to understand, especially in this time frame of a multi-year reading, not each card's energy will line up perfectly with 1 year of time. So there'll be plenty of cases where you need to give the timing plus or minus a year or two of wiggle room. It's a sequence of chart events as outlined in the prediction that you want to pay closest attention to. This is the reason why I do not recommend trading this information without access to our Discord trade alerts. I'll show you how to get that stuff at the end of the video. And then I'll also give you a trade that I see. But before we get into that, guys, I just want to make sure you're aware the whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following through on the roll of karma. You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. Click on one of these links to donate 5% of the profits forward. 5% of the profits should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. It leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, the universe considers you an angel investor of the channel. I consider you somebody with integrity. And the universe will send it back to you tenfold for following through. I'm going to come find you if you do this repeatedly because you're the type of person I want to know. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get into it. All right, so the overall theme and chart behavior for QUBT over this multi-year period, we have a notable fake out or shakeout, some sort of tricky chart behavior that's intended to make us do the wrong thing here on a multi-year level. Interesting. There's some sort of deception there. Either way, this is crossed with multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance, and that's resistance again on a multi-year scale. Everything will be on the scale of a multi-year chart with 1 week candlesticks or 1 month candlesticks, unless otherwise specified. Behavior on the high side, we have a decline through multiple support levels, again on a multi-year scale, and into the low for the multi-year period, we have a notable decline that really stand out, probably like market-wide or sector-wide into the lows for the multi-year period. So we've got 2020 through 2024 already transpired, so let's take a look and see how we're doing for accuracy thus far. So in 2020, this was a Magus card opportunity. There's multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. That's the yellow correlation. And then trade opportunity where you enter into a long, you could close out of the following year, 2021, with this rally, a notable rally that turns over, creating opportunity to close a long, open up a short. That looks like it held up pretty nicely. You could have opened up a short there in 2021 as well. And you could have closed out of it in 2021 at the end of the year, or you could have held it into 2022. 2022 is a sideways S formation within a channel. Usually it's a decline to resistance from support, a return back to resistance, and then a return back to support. Sometimes it's not a horizontal support and resistance. Sometimes it's like a moving average, especially on the time frame of a multi-year reading. But you can see how that took place. Sideways S formation within a channel. And then what's interesting is in 2023 we didn't really have this prominent move higher full retracement, but what we did have here in 2024 was this prominent move higher full retracement. That's what we saw here. This is that prominent move higher full retracement actually taking us into prominent fire, full retracement, taking us right into January of 2025, really. And this is where I expect we should see a really big move reaching for distant resistance. Either it's going to be like this $19, or more likely it's going to be way up here somewhere. Way up there somewhere. Alright, but either way, we should see a really big move in 2025 based on the pattern. And that's a good example of plus or minus a year of wiggle room in some cases. Perfect example. But overall, pretty solid, pretty accurate. So we're going to continue with the prediction for the remaining 5 years of this period. So again, we should see a notable move from the bottom of range, a notable move higher, reaching for distant resistance on a multi-year scale in 2025. Sideways rotation, big move higher, more sideways rotation. A prominent peak on the cusp of 2025-2026, where we have a sideways fluctuating rally preceding a notable decline. Looks like a decline mid-year, and then another peak on the cusp of 2026-2027. That's a U-shaped dip, which is the purple. And then a big move to the upside in 2027, probably decline into 2027, and then there's a big move to the upside into a peak or high in 2027-2028, from which we decline. We have a sideways fluctuating decline preceding a notable rally in 2028. A lot of volatility, price swinging, and a lot of price change in 2029, and a prominent trough on a multi-year scale there in 2029. Sneak preview of 2030 to 2039, a big move higher on a multi-year scale, likely out of lower price levels early in the 2030-2039 period. Big move to the upside out of that. That's QUBT for the multi-year period of 2020 through 2029. I'm going to get into the timing of the highest highs and lowest lows in the total access version of this video, where we give you one of the best trades, and we give you the timing of the highs and the lows. So the way that you get the total access, it also gives you access to our early access videos that come out on the Discord well before they come out in YouTube. Gives you access to our Discord, SPY Discord trade alerts. Gives you access to our all of these crypto and ticker symbols, where we do day-by-day chart behavior, the live Discord trade alerts, and the chart drawings in real time. You go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. Total Access is our premier subscription. This is $500 a month. It gets you everything that early access and monthly access have, but it also gets you 1 year readings for all of these tickers and cryptos. A lot of these haven't been added to the Discord yet, just because they were done well before we added Discord, but eventually all the Discord chart drawings will be there. And this is also where we do trade alerts for these multi-month swing trade alerts for all of these crypto and tickers. Much love and appreciation, everybody that goes out and supports the channel like that. Blessings to all my angel investors. You can also order these multi-year readings by going to Order Now. Click on Custom Readings. The multi-readings, click here to order. Currently, they're $150. This is probably going to become $200 or $250 relatively soon. You select the time frame of the reading, and then you add the ticker or crypto symbol, and click Order Now. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.